buying a car is all about trust, right? Between the two parties. So here's 3 tips of things to look for when you're buying a car, and the things that maybe you might want to see as a red flag that perhaps you should walk away from the vehicle. All right, number 1, the seller of the vehicle should be prepared to answer any question. And I know sometimes some people ask really what seems to be really stupid questions, but not everybody knows everything, right? So if you're asking questions about the vehicle's history, if it's had any accidents, what's the kilometers, how well it's been serviced, where have you been serviced, things like that, that all builds trust, right? If the seller doesn't want to tell you something, or they're really cagey over something, then perhaps maybe there's something that they know that they don't want to tell you. So the first thing is, be comfortable with the seller. And if they're not telling you the truth already, or if they feel really cagey, then don't go for it. Number 2, when you go to see the vehicle, does the ad line up with the vehicle? I.e., if it says it's got a full service history, does it have a full service history? If the owner said, I've serviced it myself, and you find that there's no oil on the dipstick and there's no coolant in the overflow or radiator, then how good are they at doing the rest of it if they can't even get the basics right? If the vehicle says that it's had no accidents and it's perfect condition, and there's bumps on it and there's dings, or something's not working like the air conditioning, why are they lying in that ad? Were they hoping that you just wouldn't see that and buy it? Or what's going on? You have to be comfortable with that ad and that it ties up. And if they're not telling the truth in the ad, then possibly they're not telling the truth in anything else either. So there's number 2. Number 3, when you come to buy the vehicle, when you're looking at the vehicle, there's a couple of things that you need to do. Number 1 is you've got to do a PPSR. So that's in Australia, in the UK, in America. They've all got different other things that they call it. Basically, do a vehicle service history check. Find out if the vehicle's had accidents, if it's been written off, whether it's got finance owing, or if it's been stolen. Of course, if it's been stolen, don't touch it with a barge pole. You don't want to buy a stolen vehicle. If it's been written off, I also wouldn't buy a written off car. I wouldn't recommend them. Everyone seems to lie about them, so why should you get tangled up into the lies? Number 3 is the finance on there. If there's finance owing on the vehicle and they haven't told you about it, and you have to find that out, that's really not a good situation. The bank owns the vehicle until it's paid off. So if you give them the money, you don't own the vehicle, the bank still does. It's just that they've now got money and the bank hasn't. So be careful of that. And of course, here's a bonus one for you. Get the vehicle inspected. And if they don't want it to be inspected, you got to question, what are they hiding? All right, as my red flags, let me know what you think.